So hello, Tina. Welcome.
Hello.
It's so good to see you after all these years. Thanks for making time in your busy schedule.
Uh, it's very nice to see you too. So I was more than glad to make some time for this conversation.
Great. I guess like the first question I think audiences are curious to know is what have you been up to in all these interim years? We visited you. It was height of COVID, I believe. It was 2020.
Yeah.
Um, Maybe around May or spring of 2020 we visited you. That was a long time ago. What's changed in your life? What have you been up to?
Oh, well, lots of things. It's like primarily I had some big changes in my private life. So much of the time that actually passed was taken away by it. I have a 3-year-old now, so it's like we know how much time passed. So I got married, got a kid, and I'm still at the academy teaching. It's like same place as you left me. I'm finishing my PhD now. I'm actually writing a thesis at the moment, and yeah, and we are in the middle of the guerrilla shooting of the feature film. So we are
Oh,
doing a
good.
no budget feature back on the island where I got married. Actually, I think that was actually in progress when you were here. I had a boyfriend. That boyfriend is my husband at the moment, and group of the friends, like friend who is DOP and his friend who is an actress, and we gathered around and started shooting a little piece of our own.
Oh, great. So, is that different from you had told me about a feature you were developing? You may have even been co-writing it, I don't remember, about a murder, about two murderers who get take a road trip together.
Oh yeah, it's like it was my script. It's like it is one of the scripts that ended up shelved. It's like unfortunately that's something that happens a lot
Yeah.
to the writers. So that's one of the scripts that's actually buried deep into my desk. I'm doing a completely different story that actually comes from our experience on an island, and we were sitting and talking about how island affects you and how it changes you living on an island. Because at one point actually I lived on an island because COVID was, at its peak still. So I spent almost a year on an island because we had this online classes and everything, so I didn't have to be in Sarajevo. I was living on an island, and then I continued living for some time there afterwards while I was on my maternity leave and things like that. So, and we do have a long maternity leave. We have around a year of maternity leave.
Wow.
Yeah, we are one of those countries. So I spent lots of the time there, and we started talking okay about what it does to us. So we are doing this little film about a woman who comes to the island looking for her friend who disappeared, who came to for a vacation and stopped contacting her. And the woman comes, Sasha comes to the island trying to find her, and then she finds herself. It's like it's a story of how actually those isolated spaces can help you deal with all the rush of the world and all the noise that actually interrupts us, especially when it comes to personal relationships.
It sounds great. I definitely want to see it.
Yeah,
How
I hope you will.
how far in the process are you? Are you already shooting? Are you in pre-production?
Oh, we are shooting. It's like we shot a part. The idea is because we are doing it Cassavetes style. So that's how we are laughing. It's like, I provided the food and everybody else just do their jobs. So so we do it when we have time. It's like we have all the people who are in the crew are actually friends or somebody who finds the project interesting, and then we did the first shoot. We shot for 5 days, and then I hoping that in September or October we will do 5 more days. So we are hoping that in around 20 days we will be able to shoot the whole story, shooting in, different parts of the year, especially when, it's not touristic season, so we don't have to worry about everything that is problematic with the summer resorts. So we are pushing to shoot as much as possible out of the season.
And is this on the same Croatian, the Karlis Island that you,
Yeah.
yeah, you
Yeah,
live?
yeah, we're doing that. It's interesting because actually that's a very posh island, that is almost uninhabited, but lots of people from our world, lots of filmmakers, lots of theater people love vacationing there. And lots of them actually have houses there because it was trendy, I suppose, like 30, 40, 50 years ago. I don't know how long ago for people from Zagreb to buy houses there. So now we are just like this DOP friend of mine actually has a house on the island. So it's like we all in a way come home and then we shoot, you know, how we manage.
And you're directing?
Yeah, I'm directing and I wrote the script. So
So
it's
is this your feature debut?
yeah, that should be my feature debut if everything goes as planned.
Do you still, I remember when we met, I mentioned it in the episode that you said you identified much more as being a writer than a director, and occasionally you'd want to direct, but do you still feel that way? Do you still primarily associate yourself as a writer?
Oh yeah, it's like writing is the best. Everything else is like you do it. It's like directing can be nice when you were doing it with the right people, but it's like writing is the best part of the whole, this film business story from my point of view.
And has having a son now, has that changed your outlook at all on the world or on your approach to storytelling or anything like that?
Not really. It's like I'm one of those horrible people. It's like I remember when he was born, and my friend asked me, "It's like, so it's like, how do you feel?" I was like, "Yeah, okay, but how you feel towards him?" And I was like, there is now this baby, and I have to take care of him. It's like it's not. I'm not this over dramatic overly emotional person who's like he's great addition to my life, but actually I'm the same person I was before he was born. It's like a bit more tired, a bit more stressed, but more or less the same person.
Yeah, I can see that. That's cool. I'm sure he brings you joy though, also.
Yeah, well, of course, they are wonderful monsters. It's like kids are really like it's so delightful and they bring you to the brink of your, sanity the whole time. But it's good, something is happening.
So your PhD, you're finishing up. I think you were kind of in the early stages of it when we
Yeah.
visited, right? Is it the same thesis? We talked a lot about your thesis at the time that you were hoping to write about analyzing. You had hundreds of films about the war that you were kind of analyzing. And is it the same topic?
Yeah, I'm working on it. It's like it's the same. Actually, more or less, when I don't know how it is in America, but when you enter the PhD around this place, they expect you to have some thesis
Mhm.
that you come with, and you say, okay, so I'm starting my PhD. I will do everything, but I would really like to deal with this subject. So most of the times you just know what you will be writing about and you go in that direction the whole time.
Have you had any more developments or like have you come to any type of conclusion that you maybe didn't have all those years ago when we talked?
Oh no, but it is very interesting because when you start, it's like it is silly because PhDs in humanistic studies are they're not really scientific. It's like it's more or less you deal with stuff and figure out get to the conclusions that are not really measurable as it would be expected for most of the PhDs. But I actually, like analyzing and looking at the films, I was surprised, by the films that I thought will be, awful, for the films that I thought had a lot of, ideological backgrounds which are not, the best, or for which I thought it's like, no, these are films. It's like they're, those are just artistic films and things. And it was really interesting because I was doing this part about comedies,
Hmm.
about four comedies, and then figure out that, they are actually leftists. Leftist films are so full of ideology. It's like film, you know, pushed by the left are like most of the time so didactic. It's like
Mm.
something to say. It's like there has to be something that you should learn from the film. And it was very surprising for me because it's like, when you're a leftist, you don't really think that, it's no, we are cool, we don't do shit like that. And then you're like, ooh, okay, we have our own, propaganda, you know, creeping around all the time. So there are lots of those kind of little things that you find out, and you stumble upon lots of films that are really not worth watching, and few of them that are incredible and are almost completely forgotten.
And ha are you still splitting your time half between Croatia and Sarajevo, or now with the kid, you're more in Croatia? I know you said you're still teaching, so how's that working
Yeah.
out for you?
Well, we actually bought a house in the mountain.
Oh, nice.
So we are living um, on the mountain outside of Sarajevo. It's really, from the point of view of anywhere else in the world, we are living in Sarajevo because it is 40 minutes drive to the National Theatre, to the center of the city. So it's not really far, but you do remember how it's like we are surrounded by the
Yeah.
mountains, so it's not really hard to run away. So we bought ourselves a house and we lived there. Luca moved. Luca sold the goats and moved to
Mm.
Sarajevo. But we do spend lots of time in Croatia. We split our time in Croatia between Zagreb and Zlarina now because I have to go because of the PhD, and my in-laws live in Zagreb. So we actually spend I think it's not half of the time, but maybe 1/3 of our time is spent in Croatia.
Nice. And have you seen Sarajevo change or develop at all since we were there in 2020, or is it pretty much the same?
Oh, well, I think it's things change very, very slowly in Sarajevo. It's like we have that very slow attitude towards life. It's like I always remember it's like one of our most famous script writers, Abdullah Sidran. He wrote scripts for the best Kusturica movies for when Father Was Away, for Business, and then those first films. And he worked with lots of directors in Bosnia. He was a great poet and everything. So, but I'm mentioning him because of the thing that he wrote one time. It's like you never have enough time in Sarajevo because you have to stop and say hi to one person, and then you have to say hi to another person, and while you go and say hello to everybody, the day is gone. So I think that describes a lot the way that we're living. It's like we spend lots of times, just being in the space. And I think that from that point of view, Sarajevo is, more or less the same that it has been when you were here.
And going back to the episode, do you have any particular memories of the time we came and filmed with you around Sarajevo and around the country?